Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Somaliland National Television English News Program. My name is Barakhat Sheikh Habib and I'm here to update you with the latest top stories coming up, the main news headlines. Somaliland President visits Berbera Oil Laboratory. Talks between Somalia and Somaliland to reopen in Turkey. Somaliland cabinet ministers attended an event for social awareness program. Somaliland President His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahamoud Silaniu on a work visit to the seaport city of Sahel regional capital, Berbera, has on Thursday embarked on a work visit to Berbera Oil Laboratory that's being currently under constructions. Somaliland President His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahamoud Silaniu on a work visit to the seaport city of Sahel regional capital, Berbera, has on Thursday embarked on a work tour to Berbera Oil Laboratory that's being currently under construction. The President and his entourage were warmly greeted by Berbera Oil Terminal Authority upon arrival, whereby he supervised the work that is ongoing at the terminal. General Manager for Berbera Oil Terminal, Mr. Saleban Saeed Ali, has briefed the President about the current ongoing constructions at the terminal and thanked the President for the efforts aimed to further increase development at the terminal. Mr. Saleban Saeed Ali has likewise touched upon the importance of this testing ground and said that it will offer an opportunity to examine and observe oil that is supposed to come in the country. Mr. Sullivan went on to say that this project is one of the pioneering projects which is currently ongoing at the terminal and is expected to be funded with approximately over $1.5 million. He further added that they right away have in hand at the port of Berbera the complete laboratory equipment contained in 9 different large containers. On the other hand, Somaliland President His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahamoud Silaniu expressed deep satisfaction for the level of work duty being carried out at the terminal. The President returned to the capital city of Somaliland when he ended his work visit to the seaport city of Berbera, which took 4 days to supervise all various number of development projects being implemented in the region. The presidential entourage was cordially received all the way from Berbera to the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa. Residents were carrying green twigs and the national flag to signify a respect and bid a warm welcome to the President and his delegates. Somaliland Committee in charge of participating the dialogue between Somaliland and Somalia talks traveled on Friday to Turkey to attend the resumption of Somaliland-Somalia talks, which is about to kick off in Turkey on 1st March 2015. Somaliland Committee in charge of participating the dialogue between Somaliland-Somalia talks traveled on Friday to Turkey to attend the resumption of Somaliland-Somalia talks, which is about to kick off in Turkey on 1st March 2015. The committee is expected to represent Somaliland in taking part in the dialogue between Somaliland and Somalia and comprises Ministers of Foreign Affairs, Presidency, Agriculture and Livestock, First Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, First Deputy Speaker of the House of Elders and parliamentarians. Somaliland Foreign Affairs Minister is speaking to the media prior they depart at the airport has elaborated the aim of the visit to Turkey and stated that they are taking part in the talks between Somaliland and Somalia that is due to begin in Turkey on March 1st, 2015. Somaliland and Somalia met on numerous occasions in Turkey to reach final settlement over the future ties that the two nations will have. The talks are postponed a number of times due to an appeal from Somali government. Somaliland Minister of Religious Affairs and large members of the country's eminent clerics, traditional leaders, intellectuals, parliamentarians, and large number of dignitaries from residents in the capital city of Somaliland attended an overwhelming ceremonial event marking the founding of an association mandated to exterminate drugs and illegal substances consumed by some of the people. Somaliland Minister of Religious Affairs and large members of the country's eminent clerics, traditional leaders, intellects, parliamentarians, and large number of dignitaries from residents in the capital city of Somaliland attended an overwhelming ceremony marking the founding of an association mandated to eliminate drugs and illegal substances consumed by some of the people. Chairman of this association for exterminating drugs, Selewan Muse, has spoken at first and discussed about the importance of founding this foundation. The chairman has also, on the other hand, sent a message about the risk associated with illegal drugs in dunya and akhirah to the populace. He further said that these foundations aim to save the nation from such evil things. Sheikh Mohammed Sheikh Omar Dirir, one of the eminent scholars in the country, has expressed thanks and gratitude for the Muslim brothers who worked to establish this foundation mandated to eliminate drugs and other illegal substances. He went on to say that people had this gap among them and needed to have similar foundations working on raising social awareness from drugs. Somaliland Minister of Religious Affairs, Sheikh Khalil Abdullahi Ahmed, who inaugurated the event, has explained in detail about the risk associated with anything that's prohibited by Islamic countries, and urged everyone to be vigilant and remain on alert about those illegal substances that's not permitted in the country. The minister further reiterated how the government is ready to deal with reasonably about those issues. Director Generals for Ministry of Commerce and Investment, Mohammed Sheikh Umar, Labor and Social Affairs, Mohammed Musa Glide, senior representative members from Somaliland Civil Service Institute, governmental and non-governmental figures attended an overwhelming ceremony marking for the conclusion of one-month business training development program for businessmen recruited from the country's regions. The event was aimed to conclude one-month training program for businessmen recruited from the regions of the country in order to allow academics and researchers in the country's regions working in the area of trade and development to share work and ideas, as well as improve their contacts with researchers outside the region. Director General of Ministry of Commerce and Investment, Mohammed Sheikh Omar, has deeply enlightened about the core idea of the work and the role that it will play in the daily tasks. Mr. Mohammed Sheikh Omar has further discussed the effective policy prepared by the government of Somaliland to introduce in the business field by providing a forum for discussions. The workshop supports high-quality research and facilities outreach to policy makers, he further added. Director General for Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, Mohammed Musa Glide, has touched on the importance of trade in the development of economy. Mr. Glide has also complimented the trainees and urged them to put in practice the knowledge they have acquired into their commercial activities so that fruitful results appear. Director for Somaliland Civil Service Institute, Professor Mohammed Mihila Bokore, remarked on his part the significance of providing similar training workshops to businessmen working in the field of trade. He, on the other hand, discussed about the historical development by which the institute went through since its inception. Mohammed Hassan, representing from ILO, which is an organization, funded the training workshop. Another keynote speakers, including Vice President for Admas University in Somaliland, he spoke on the occasion and have collectively enlightened the importance of holding similar events to develop trade and commercial activities. 2 days workshop for local councillors of the regional and district level of administration in Somaliland was concluded in the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa. 2 days workshop for local councillors of the regional and district level of administration in Somaliland was concluded in the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa. The workshop was aimed to provide in-depth practical information on civic state and regulatory requirements, as well as other pertinent emerging issues of civil society. The workshop had attendance by governmental and non-governmental figures, as well as members of international expertise. The workshop was aimed to provide in-depth practical information on civic and state regulatory requirements. Director for Regions and Districts of Somaliland Interior Ministry, Mohammed Ali Mohammed, has mentioned that the meeting has offered an opportunity for environmental professionals to extend technical and managerial information on local, national and international issues in order to develop the basic services delivered to the community. Members of the international experts attended at the ceremony discussed about the importance of the 2 days training workshop and said,
NDP, and on behalf of all the JPLG agencies, I want to say thank you very, very much for the hard work that you've put in over the last 2 days. I think it shows really strong commitment, and it also shows how much capacity really is within this team across all the districts, across the ministry, and across even an interministerial committee that is here. It's very encouraging for us to see, and it's encouraging also to see that there's very little resistance to changing, to moving forward, to thinking about new solutions to old problems. This is very, very, very encouraging. I think from the things that we've seen and agreed over the last 2 days, what's important is that we need to continue to improve communication, coordination, learning and sharing experiences, sharing tools. One approach from one district can be used in another district without having to recreate everything from the start.
That wraps us to the end of our English news program. From me and the rest of the team are leaving you until we meet for the next time. Goodbye.